Thanks. Hi, so I'm BERNET-ROLLANDE, and I'm here to talk about some learning I had working 2 years on IoT devices on iOS. So the first thing may seem pretty obvious, but unit tests, everybody talk about them, and some people do them. But you need to do them on IoT. You don't have any choice because debugging IoT is really hard. You're going to deal with like little Indian, big Indian. You're working with bytes. You don't want to let that get after you later. So get at least 100% coverage of your models. That will save you a lot of trouble later. You obviously don't want to pass data around, so you want to make them wrap into some models, just for the simple sake that when something breaks, you're never really going to know who is to blame. Is it you? Is it the hardware engineer? Is it the firmware engineer? Obviously, it's not you, so unit tests will tell you that it's not. After, so you can do like basic unit tests. The good thing about that is like you have also data behind it, so it's fairly easy to compare data with data to do some assertion. Next thing is the simulator. So back in time, it used to be supported to do BLE in simulator. It's not anymore. So you need to do some wrapper and protocols in order to be able to use your BLE layer in the simulator. So to do that, you can use Swift features like protocol I said to have like a wrapper that will allow you to create what is on the right side, a fake device, and so you will still have access to data from your simulator. And so it will allow you to run your app on the simulator without any Bluetooth connection, because you can't, but still with live data coming as if it was coming from a Bluetooth device. And you will stream like some fake data they can build up before, random data, whatever. So that's another really important learning that I had. I'm sorry, by the way, for the singleton, but it's not real prod code here. One of the last things I want to share seems even more trivial, but it's really important. Device will always be slower to build than an app. Not only because we're smarter than hardware engineer, but also because they have really long cycle. They need to print a PCB, they need to test it out. It's like weeks and weeks and weeks. So whatever say your hardware engineer, it will never be ready. So build yourself a device simulator. When I talk about a device simulator, you have all of you one in your pocket. It's an iPhone, an iPod, an iPad, and you will run a fake version of your device as an app and connect to it and exchange over BLE with it. And that's mine here. And you can also do that for the beginning in macOS Playground, because macOS Playground, unlike iOS Playground, do support BLE on Xcode on Mac. So you will have access to the BLE layer. So it can be as dumb as just a playground playing your simulated device. So for example, here on the right, I have this little demo. It's obviously, I'm really good at UI. That fake, it's a UV sensor. And I have the option to fake the amount of UV that I'm taking, if I have any sun protection, and so on and so on. So I'm actually kind of God right now. And it's really interesting to see when you play with that, you're going to learn more about the way you hardware engineer could have thought the process of building this firmware, but also, like I say, you can debug it at any time. So quick summary, simulate as much as you can. Apply the same principle for BLE than you could do for a server, because BLE, your Bluetooth device, is actually a server. It had the data. You just have a little bit less battery than a server. And finally, unit test, and unit test. Last thing, a good BLE app is like a good cake. You add layer. So you want to isolate things as much as you can from the others. That's all for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.